Hello, it's Kinninigan. Eric Krober, man, stop. You're saying I was ranting incoherently? Do I look like Joe Biden or Kamala Harris? Please. There's a difference between worrying about what I say so I don't get banned off YouTube for the 11th time and ranting incoherently. I guess you didn't hear what I said in the video because I'm expecting in 2 months. Now's not the time. I waited 7 years, so let's wait in 2 more months. Besides, when I do it this time, this is what this video is about. I see if they try to ban me, if when I expose satanic ritual abuse, and they try to ban me this time over quote unquote misinformation, there's going to be a big problem, and that problem is it's what the source of my information is, and my source is this right here. The January 1992 investigation by the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation into ritual child abuse. Now, I didn't have this document in 26, well, when I first exposed SRA because I had already known about it from the research I was doing into reptilians and the occult, and I knew it was real. But when I have a document that backs what I am saying is real, it's already been investigated, and in fact, I even know the FBI agent who did a lot of work on this. That was Ted Gunderson. He was forced to retire after exposing that the Illuminati was real, and he was the one that found underground tunnels under a school that led to a satanic altar. Just saying. And all his videos are in the public domain. In fact, you can go to Arc. So yeah, let them try to get me for quote unquote misinformation this time, and all I need to do is hire legal assistance. I got to make sure that I got to straight up ask them, look, you're not a Freemason, right? I'm talking about a lawyer. I need to ask a lawyer that right up front, and then when we go to court, we need to also ask the judge if they're not in a secret society. And I don't care what's the judge going to freak out because it would be a conflict of interest. Why? Because the Freemason are one of the people listed in this document. Just saying. Along with a few other Church of Satan, Freemason, Rosicrucians, uh, some very interesting NGOs, non governmental organizations. And what happened in 1992? Amazingly, January 1992. What happened January 20th, 1992? Oh, that's right. Bill Clinton got sworn into office, and Democrats took over. And strangely, no one ever acted upon this document here. This is on file with the law with the FBI. There is another copy of this document. They've been doing a good job scrubbing the internet recently. Oh yeah, about 2 weeks ago, there was a pic floating around on the internet. I didn't save it at the time because I was like, yeah, I'll make a video about it. I'll go back. It'll be easy to find. It's gone. What pic is that? Does anyone remember when that hack happened recently? What was it at the archive Wayback Machine where they were scrubbing certain information from the internet? Well, one thing that's very difficult to find now is anything regarding the pizza debacle. Gee, I wonder why. And two was the pick I was looking for. Specifically, this I'm at Yandex and I can't even find it. And what it was, P. Diddy, when he was arrested, photographers had pictures of the gates of his mansion. On the gates of his mansion, embedded into the raw iron, were spiral symbols. Interesting. Because coming from this same 1992 document, yeah, this is a document I have here from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Those spiral symbols are used by, you guessed it. They have different meanings. A triangle one means boy lover, round ones means, and specifically, that's more like what was going on in the P. Diddy especially with Justin Bieber. Just saying. And he had spiral symbols, and not only spiral symbols, but it was the actual. It was the logo of the Templo Orientis, sex magic, Aleister Crowley's form. Makes sense why Jay Z was wearing a "Do as Thy Wilt" shirt. Yes, they are Masons, but you can be a Mason and be a sex magic practitioner also. You could be a member of a few different secret societies. I supposedly met someone who was a member of two of them. He was a Freemason and a member of the Knights of Columbus, even though he said he's not supposed to be, but he was. Whatever. And a lot of them. So I can't find that pic. That's very interesting. But it doesn't matter. This is bigger than P. Diddy. Just saying. So when they try to get me for disinformation this time, this is the. We might as well not read this stuff right here. This is a little. See, Kash Patel is going to be taking over the CIA, supposedly. This is why I said they better go hide in a bunker. And if this does happen, and believe me, I expect by then, Google has other problems. Google doesn't have to worry about Kenny exposing SRA finally. No, there's someone else who has their sights on them, mainly over the medical stuff that happened. That's all I'm saying. RFK Jr. Uh, we got like a team of superheroes that are like Avengers Assemble, right? Now here's what I'm hoping. As this hopefully gets cleaned up, people are going to have questions and they're going to want answers to what the hell has been going on with these people. Hopefully that's where I come in. I'm trying to stay optimistic here. I got 2 months to go. I said, look, last time Trump was in office in 2016, I was doing very well financially here on YouTube until they fought back against him. That was after he was in office about a year and a half, 2 years. It started getting really bad. And he was signing those executive orders to freeze the assets of human traffickers. The Q stuff started popping up and whatever, Russiagate. And so, um, yeah, let them try to tell me that, yeah, it was Ted Gunderson. Oh, he was just on my site. Hold on. Is this the Corey? This is your website, the Phoenix Enigma. That's right. He did the stuff with Isaac Cappy. The Phoenix Enigma, he's been banned off YouTube for a while. Left a comment on my. He was over at D Live. He knows how many YouTube channels I'm on. Where was he? I think he was here the other day. Uh, I'll get Corey if you're listening. I'll get your email, or I might have it around. Here he is. All right, that's his. Hey, Kenny Phoenix Enigma here. Dropping by to say hi. Hope you're well. Glad you're still broadcasting. Shoot me a call sometime. Would love to catch up. Hey, well, I just did a search for satanic ritual abuse at Yandex, and your website was one of the first 10 to pop up. So, not bad, dude. Yeah, look, Yandex, FBI report on satanic ritual abuse, and your website pulled up the fifth result. Wow, you're not being censored by the Slavics. I wonder why. Hey, Corey, maybe we could talk about this because this seems to be a subject you have some interest in. Maybe we could put together some type of podcast after the Orange Man makes it finally. He's got 2 months to go. I'm not getting excited yet. I know you were doing that stuff with Isaac Cappy. Um, yeah, that's Corey right there. Pretty cool. A small world, right? Yeah, so I'm sure you're aware of the FBI report on this right here. Now, this is from an actual government website. And knowing our regime that's in charge right now, if I was to show up in court with this document, they would probably call the FBI, and the FBI would actually come in there under oath because they don't give a shit about God. They're Satanists. You think they're going to tell the truth under quote unquote oath? Like all them congressional hearings we've had over the past fucking, yeah, nothing gets done. They lie through their teeth. Because they would probably come in and say, "Oh, that's not a real document. He faked that. We never did an investigation into SRA." Yeah, whatever. Like I said, there needs to be a cleanup first, and once law enforcement agencies go back to what they were, um, that I could say, "Look, this is not misinformation. My source is the actual FBI themselves and the Department of Justice." Yeah, go ahead and try to accuse me of misinformation for that one. As far as oh, here's what's interesting about P Diddy. Do you believe in coincidences? Right after Trump makes it to office, this is PBS News. A big fire broke out in Southern California. 132 quote unquote structures burnt to the ground. Interesting. The other rumor going around is P. Diddy's mansion had underground tunnels connected to other areas in LA. I'm telling you, that's the truth. For many years, Hollywood had to deal. See, Hollywood celebrities weren't in the public domain. They did that to themselves with social media and being on fucking Twitter all day. Because for many years, Hollywood celebrities were mysterious. You never heard from them outside of movies. And there was something called, quote unquote, paparazzi, which would camp outside of their houses 24 hours straight to get pics of them. And that's when people like Hugh Hefner in the Playboy Mansion and other areas and secret society places and ritual meeting places, they said, you know what, it'd be easier if we just had tunnels going underground so we can move from place to place without being seen by the public. Don't think it isn't real. There's probably, and all of a sudden shit's burning down in LA. Well, this was Finch, Southern California. I don't believe in coincidences. And who was the governor that freaked out the most? Governor Newsom. He's the one putting together this political action committee to fight Donald Trump. And they're meeting like December 8th. Yeah, whatever. Good luck with that. So, I'm not just going to go in there and get myself in any kind of trouble. I got 2 months to gather evidence. I'll find this shit that was on the internet. It got scrubbed, but there's always ways to find it. No coincidence that those pics, especially the one with P Diddy's gate, because in the raw iron, like I said, the iron of his gate has a spiral symbol in it, and outside of the spiral was it's actually a female vagina that is the symbol of the Templo Orientis, Thelema, sex magic practitioners, and we'll go over all that when I. So for the next 2 months, no reason to get banned. I got some videos I want to make on Atlantis. Um, yeah, my theory on the handbags of the Anunnaki. That should be a pretty good subject. I think I have that theory worked out to a way that I can present it because there's something very interesting about my theory, and like I said, it's just my theory. I might be wrong, I might be right, but I'm. So I seem to be the only one in the past few years actually making theories on the Alpha Draconians. So, so yeah, I think in 2 months, hopefully things change. God bless Donald Trump, Elon, Mark. They all need to go hide somewhere. And yeah. Oh, and well, do you find it by what may be? Rachel Maddow is there's a clip floating around her. She's talking about quote unquote insurrection. The fucking audacity of these people to sit there for 4 years. And now she is the one stating on MSNBC, there's a clip of it floating around. Um, that yes, they need to come together and prevent Trump from taking office. Just saying. And like I said earlier in the other video, all the states that Kamala won, amazingly, were the ones that said you don't need voter ID to vote, except New Hampshire. That was the only one that was actually she won legitly, and I guess they're just hardcore Democrats there. Amazing, isn't it? And come back, Corey. You live in Arizona. If he's listening again, I have other subs in Arizona. You know why they had to get rid of Kerry Lake the first time, and why they brought in that transformer. That's not a woman. I hope you know that your governor. She is a. I don't know what the hell's her name. I don't even care. She's a rough looking. Um, and that has to do with certain factions in Mexico which have a vested interest at the border. Just saying. Probably what's going on with Newsom also. Oh well. All them illegal immigrants had to pay the cartels money to come over the border, and now they're all going to get sent back home. I wonder, are they going to get a refund from the cartel? I heard they were paying like some of them were paying like $5,000. The Chinese were paying $15,000, and hopefully now that these, we'll see. So it's going to be an interesting 2 months, in my opinion. Why can't we just kick them out of the White House right now and take over? We should. No one, Kamala's hiding. Oh, and by the way, there's another video subject I want to cover. And that's black goo. Why? Does anyone know why all the elite supposedly are fleeing to Argentina right now? Supposedly in Argentina, that's why supposedly the Nazis fled there also. Um, there is a very large deposit of black goo, and I don't think I've made a video on black goo yet. I think I talked about it, but we need to talk about that because the rumor is some of them are fleeing to Greece. Other people are going to countries where there's no extradition. Is that what you call it? Where we can't, yeah. And some of them are going to Argentina, obviously because of the black goo down there. There's a very big demonic presence down there, and a lot of Luciferians. That's supposedly well-known celebrities and famous people that have bought houses near that black goo. Also, we'll talk about that. I know all about it. And we'll talk about the goo that was found in the Falkland Islands and why that war started. Well, it's going to be an interesting 2 months. Again, if you can support the channel, it's going to be tough. But I'm just trying to stay positive here. Things will get better, hopefully. But not until the Orange Man takes over. And if Kash Patel really does take over the CIA, yeah, there's going to be a lot of self-censoring that won't happen for me anymore. And hopefully, there's always been a big demand for the information that me and other people put out about this stuff. It's just hard to get it out. But so I'm not in a rush. So Air Cobra man, I'm sorry for the incoherent rambling. He's like, just expose it. Why? I don't want to do a half-ass video about it. So they've already done a good job scrubbing the internet of a lot of this stuff already. I gotta hook up my computer because I got some shit saved on there, including that 1992 FBI docket. There's another one floating around besides this one. Is this the one here? No. This one. I'll put this link in the description. This is from a government website. So you can see this is not some fabricated document. This came from Quantico. And amazingly, I realized something. I said, how come they never acted on this? And then I thought to myself, duh, Bill Clinton became president right after this got released. No coincidence there, right? I'm wondering if that's why the whole Monica Lewinsky thing happened. I always knew there's something else going on in the background with that. Somebody was trying to. Yeah, anyway, I'll leave this link in the description. It's a 46-page document from the DOJ and FBI on satanic ritual abuse and how real it is. Yeah, anyway, if you can support the channel, all the links are in the description. Take care and God bless.